Yeah, I mean, just from a, part of to your point about like the framing of this agenda. And I go back to this isn't a traditional policy paper. This is rooted in lived experience and community. So first and foremost, we went through the exercise of really defining what prosperity means. Um, and the first thing was a decent home. Why? Because if you have a decent home, you have a foundation for the work, for a place where you can actually spend time with your the family, the freedom to gather on weekends. And we talked about, the being able to have your carne asada on a Saturday with your cousins and your friends in your backyard. If you have a backyard in New York City, maybe it's on your stoop or your fire escape.
Yeah.
But to cook, to celebrate, to laugh, that dignity piece was critical to this. But the home is the foundation for that. And so, we've been doing work at Unidos US around housing and homeownership for many decades. And recently, over the course of, I guess now 3 years ago, we launched an initiative around homeownership. Homeownership means equity home. And, doing trailblazing work there, both in the research side, elevating solutions in the housing space that are really working in different communities. But through that work, we went deep into understanding why home ownership. Like there's arguments out there that like, home ownership, we shouldn't put so much focus on the home and purchasing the home. And that's fair in some regards, but at the end of the day, we know just mere data that a Latino homeowner has the 26 times more wealth than a Latino renter. That's
It
staggering. That's
it